Hello, and in this video I want to show you the comparison of three proprietary models, OpenAI GPT-4, then we have a Claude which is 3.5 Sonnet, and then Google's Gemini 1.5 Pro. I'll be using one by one each one of them against the RAG application, where in my RAG application I am trying to give a context, a good amount of context to the model and ask them to analyze the context and build a response. So let's test it out how each of these models perform on the given context. So let's see the prompt first, which I'm using for the RAG application, which I'll be feeding to LLM to answer the question. So the prompt is very straightforward. I'm asking LLM to act as a financial analyst and provide the insights based on the financial data provided. And with some instructions like the context utilization, for example, the context, given context, find the relevant information to the user's query. Then focus only on the specific question asked, because there will be some time where we end up providing too much context, but that is not relevant to the user query. So LLM should be able to figure out the appropriate content to build the response. And then further we have a answer structure, how you should build the answer. If the question is direct, then just respond it. Otherwise, provide a detailed information if it is open-ended question. So this is what I asked in a response length. And then accuracy, honesty, if you don't know the answer, just tell that you don't know, state it clearly, and follow the instructions. Keep the things clear and coherence. Now what I'm going to do is first I will start with Gemini. So I have three models defined here. One is Google LLM, so I'm using Gemini here, then Claude, Sonnet, and then LLM, which is the OpenAI Mini. So I will not use Mini for this test. Maybe I'll do Mini at the last, but first I will do this with the Google LLM. So let's see how does this LLM perform. All right, sorry. All right, so we have the LLM set. Let me start. This is my Streamlit application. So I'll start the Streamlit, run RAG app. Right, so here the app is starting. I'll close this previous windows. Okay, app started. So I'm using Pinecone, which is index loaded. So I have two type of search here: document search and augmented search. Document search is, it is just going to go to DB, vector DB, and give me the data. So I'll show that first what data is coming from DB, so that we know that every model is getting the same data, but response will be variation. So why there is a variation in the response, that's what we want to figure out. So, and second is augmented search, where LLM will be asked to answer the question. So first I'll do the document search. I'll keep it number of results to 4. So my question is, sorry, what is 1 second. So I also show you what is the, so this is a annual report of one of the company, Indian exchange listed company called Aarti Industries. So I'm using their data, annual report, and there is one page which is talking about the nature of dues. So if you see the tabular data is there, and this data is already loaded in the vector DB. So what I will do is I will ask, maybe I will just copy the question from here. I'll go back. First I will ask what are the nature of dues on the company. Okay, so here it is just a plain vector search, no LLM involved. So it is searching. Okay, we got 4 results. So here we got that first page. If you see here, this one, Financial Act, Service Act, 2008 to 9 and to 11 12. So this is the data we got with additional, because we have additional information also here. So everything is coming here. Then we have another page with the financial statement. See the custom duty, service tax, which is actually page before this. This is the page before that, which has again the nature of dues pending. And then there are 2 more pages it found, or chunks it found, which have some text. May not be directly related to what I asked, but this is because I asked for 4 different records, so it has given me. Okay, so if you see, there's a lot of context which we are going to give it to model. Now we know that we have a model which is Google Gemini 1.5 Pro. So let's test it out. So we have the index loaded. We go to augmented search. We'll ask what are the nature of dues on the company. So let's go. Okay, I think there's some UI problem, but let's see that it is the query is already running. I'll open the window. All right, so here is the response. If you look at this, the response we got is this document excerpt from the Aarti Industry Limited annual report this does not contain the information about the company's revenue, therefore I cannot answer your question. Same thing we got here. And the context which I've given is I also printing here the context. So maybe I'll copy it. I'll just see this such a big context. This is the one starting from system. I'll just put it on the text editor, show how big the context was. So this whole context was given to the LLM. Starting from here, that you are the, this is my prompt for I think till here we have the prompt, which is I showed, and then after that, this is the data, the page content, and before there, below everything is data, a lot of data, the same data which I showed you on the this part of the code. Right now, anyway, this is gone, but we saw what happened with Gemini Pro. Okay, now what we'll do is we will go back to the application, stop this application, and we also see input tokens 4583. It only returned 40 tokens. We can see that. This is the response we got. Now we'll go quickly to the code and change it to Claude. Get Claude LLM. Everything is same, but just the model is different. We'll start the application and we'll ask the same question to Claude. Augment search, we'll make it 4, and I'll still run the same query again. So let me run the same query again, first to vector DB, so that we are sure that that this is the same data coming back. All right, so this is a plain vector DB search. So we got the same data back, first table, and then second table here. All right, so we have the same data coming here. Now when I go to augmented search, I say same query. Now let's search it. All right, so now search query is running. It is gone. All right, here is a response. It's quick. Response is quick, but you see the response based on the context provided. I can answer your query about Aarti Industries Limited. What specific information would you like to know? So I'm surprised. What else they need to tell me the answer? Okay, now so we know that we did not get the answer, and these are the proprietary models, top models trending these days on the internet. So let me go to the third one, which is GPT-4, in this case 4.0. So I'll remove this, get Google, sorry, I think it's the other way, underscore get LLM. Again, I'll show it, double check, I go to the method where I'm using GPT-4.0. All right, now let's run this code again. Okay, we'll close other one. We don't need those. And again, I will run the same query. First, the document search. Here, I'll just copy, do the plain search so that we are sure that this model will get the same data which others got. Okay, it got the same data here. Second table, yes, financial statements, and then a lot of text. So a lot of content. Okay, let's go back. We do the augment search now. We say number of records 4, augment search. All right, it is just UI problem switched, but it's already doing search. So yes, this model is going to take a little bit time. It is slow, which I think GPT-4.0 team already claimed, and that's why they released mini. But you look at the response now. Okay, response we got 692 tokens were given back. But let's see the response. Okay, look at this. These are the detail summary, detail information, tax disputes. Okay, cool. Service tax, GST, VAT, income tax. Okay, with the amount here. Let's open the report. So this second table here, service tax, GST, VAT, income tax. So quickly picked up. Yes, it could have done better if it would have also involved the custom duty, because that was also given it. But I think further tuning of the prompt, that is always the scope of the improvement in the prompt. But the point is that same prompt given to all three, and GPT-4o was able to analyze the data, clearly extract the relevant information for based on the question asked, which is missing here. But the question was this: what are the nature of dues on the company? And then it also told additional information, because like any other areas it has identified where dues are there or not. So great response from GPT-4o. That's all I wanted to show, that how these models are changing week over week. So it is very difficult to rely on each one of them, because you have some prompts, you have some application built on depending on this the models. But some point of time in future, you're not getting the same response what you were getting few days back. So what to do? So that is what in this video we saw, that at least this week, which is ending, this is the second week of August, or probably third week of August, this week GPT-4o is able to do a better job than others. That's all I wanted to show. Thanks a lot.